Matt Damon is facing criticism for admitting he has stopped using the slur. Welcome to our channel, Fabulously Famous. The topic that will be discussed today is Matt Damon is facing criticism for admitting he has stopped using the slur. But before we start, subscribe to our channel and don't miss any updates. US actor Matt Damon told the Sunday Times that he has recently stopped using a derogatory term for homosexuals starting with F. It is said that he was triggered by being punished by his daughter. However, Damon explained that he had never used the derogatory term towards others in real life after the statement became a problem. In an interview with the Sunday Times, Damon said he made a joke at home using the word and was given a better understanding about it by his daughter. A very long and beautiful treatise explaining how dangerous it was, Matt said. According to Damon, the derogatory term was commonly used when he was a kid and had a different meaning. However, when Matt's daughter heard the joke, Matt confessed that his daughter got up from the table. "It's just a joke," Matt Damon explained to his daughter. Adding on, he said, "My daughter went back to her room and wrote a very long and beautiful treatise explaining how dangerous the word was, so I understood and said, I'm not going to use it anymore." When this statement was reported, there were a series of critical opinions on social media such as, "Did you notice that it is an expression that should not be used?" and many others. In response, Matt Damon said in a comment that he had never used this gay derogatory term for anyone in real life, saying, "This conversation with my daughter awakens me." "It's not like that," he emphasized. "I don't use any derogatory terms. It's hard to say no more. I'm with the LGBTQ+ community," Damon said. Disconnection from society in a closed world. American comedian and actor Traven Free pointed out that Damon might have been a little too late to notice the confession. Free, who identifies himself as bisexual or queer, said, "I see. Matt Damon understood that he shouldn't use derogatory terms in his daughter's treatise. Just a few months ago, he tweeted." Besides, actor Billy Eichner also seemed unconvinced. "I want to know what words Matt Damon decided to use instead. I like interviews with celebrities as a press, but I think it's a funny episode where people like Liam Neeson and Matt Damon tell their personality," said the Hollywood Reporter TV critic Daniel Feinberg. "It's always interesting that what they say reveals how they actually live in a closed world and are disconnected from society, and a lot of other offensive things," he continued. Talking about actor Liam Neeson, he said in a 2019 English newspaper interview that after he had heard that a close friend of his in the past had walked around the city with a weapon trying to kill a black man, caused controversy and criticism. Neeson later stated that his actions were outrageous and shameful. Well, coming back to Matt Damon, to no surprise, this is not the first time Damon has been criticized for his indifference to discrimination. In 2017, when the hashtag #MeToo movement to support sexual harassment victims was at its peak, Damon said in an interview that inappropriate sexual activity was from pin to pin. Damon spoke about the subject of sexual assault in a record with ABC News, addressing many allegations of sexual harassment and assault against Harvey Weinstein. He felt that men should not be grouped for bad behavior. "It is judged by spectrum," Damon added. "As you know, there is a difference in hitting someone in the ass, rape, or child sexual abuse, right?" he said. "Both of these actions need to be undoubtedly confronted and abolished, but shouldn't be confusing, right?" Undoubtedly, several people have criticized Damon's comments online. Minnie Driver, an actress who starred with Damon in Good Will Hunting and once dated him, replied to his comments. In an interview with The Guardian, Driver pointed to Damon's comment and said the man just can't understand what abuse is like on a daily basis. Through the hashtag #MeToo movement created by Tarana Burke, actor Alyssa Milano, who called on women to share their experiences of sexual harassment and assault, became victims of each element of the spectrum of sexual assault described by Damon. However, Matt Damon recently apologized for the statement and admitted that he was tone-deaf about the situation in the world. "Like everyone else, I'm trapped in my subjective experience and overlook something," Damon said in an interview with the New York Times. "From what I've experienced as a white male American film actor, I think I'm overlooking more than most people. I'm in a very special space. What I'm overlooking from where to where, I don't even know. That's why, even now and in the past, I'm a tone deaf who doesn't know the world, but I'm trying to prevent that," Matt ended by saying. Talking about Matt Damon's achievements, he is an award-winning actor known for his roles in the films Jason Bourne, The Talented Mr. Ripley, Behind the Candela, and Martians. Well, as already discussed, Matt Damon is an American actor who started his career after co-starring with his friend Ben Affleck and writing Good Will Hunting in 1997. The duo won the Oscar for Original Screenplay. Since then, Matt Damon has performed in a broad range of films, including the successful Ocean's 11 series and Jason Bourne's Thriller. Other major projects on his list add the talented Ripley, The Coordinator, Behind the Candela, and Ridley Scott's Golden Globe Award-winning blockbuster Martian. While talking about his early life, Matthew Page Damon was born on October 8, 1970 in Cambridge, Massachusetts. His father, Kent, worked in finance and real estate, and his mother, Nancy, was a professor of early childhood education. He has one brother, Kyle, who is a 3-year-old senior. However, Damon's parents divorced when he was a toddler. At the age of 10, Damon met a man named Ben Affleck 2 blocks away. The pair became fast friends. They played baseball, both Boston Red Sox enthusiasts, and the fantasy game Dungeons & Dragons. They both attended Cambridge French and Latin School, a public high school with many prominent graduates, including poet E.E. Cummings, composer Leroy Anderson, and basketball star Patrick Ewing. In high school, Damon fostered a passion for acting. Matt Damon has had an interesting love life. The popular star met Luciana Barroso while she was working as a bartender in 2003, and he was filming Stuck on You. The couple got married in 2005. Matt Damon's wife, Luciana Barroso, was born on July 31, 1976 in Argentina. She was previously married to Alberto Barroso, Argentina, whom she shares one child with. Barroso shares 3 children, Isabella, Stella, and Zia, with Damon. Besides, Matt Damon was rumored to have had an easy date with Rana Mitra in 2003. From 1997 to 2000, Matt Damon and Winona Ryder had a relationship. Winona Ryder Horowitz, professionally known as Winona Ryder, is an American actress. She is a Golden Globe Award winner and has been nominated for 2 Academy Awards, a BAFTA Award, and 4 Screen Actors Guild Awards. Following her film debut in Lucas, 1986, Ryder caught attention with a performance at Tim Burton's Beetlejuice, 1988. She became famous for starring in films such as Heathers, 1988, Mermaid, 1990, Edward Scissorhands, 1990, and Bram Stoker's Dracula, 1992. Her career was further strengthened when she won criticism and 2 consecutive Academy Award nominations for portraying social celebrity Mae Welland in Martin. Talking about the recent activity of Matt Damon, the actor is busy promoting his new movie, Stillwater. Hence, let us see what critics say about Matt Damon's new movie, Stillwater. On the eve of the release, Matt Damon's new movie Stillwater, released in theaters on July 30, received an unexpected review. Amanda Knox, who spent her time in an Italian prison for murder, served as a rough basis for the Stillwater plot with Damon and director Tom McCarthy. The Stillwater scenario certainly resembles Knox's situation after an American father, Damon, tried to release his daughter, Allison Abigail Breslin, from a European prison. Allison, who maintains her innocence, served for 5 years allegedly killing her roommate. During her prison visit, Allison gives Bill a note containing her threat of hope, a thin lead that may lead to her immunity. When Allison's lawyer doesn't bite, Bill handles her problem with his own hands, speaks little French, and despite his lower common sense, plunges his head-on into complex investigations. Knox's opinions aside, what do expert movie reviewers conceive of the film? A Boston.com review of Stillwater called the film a fun throwback, acknowledging the multiple flaws in the film. But I've rounded up what critics say about Stillwater. Good, bad, and everything in between so that readers can sample different critical answers and make their own decisions. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe to the channel Fabulously Famous. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section.